Hi, welcome to the Patricia Show. And don't forget to push subscribe, share, and like. Okay, so now we're going to talk about develop your strength and gratitude. So I know you hear so much about gratitude. Um, you can't really move forward to be open to receiving other things in your life until you first are grateful for what you already have. Even if what you already have is scarcity, it's not a lot, it's lack. You still are learning something by being poor. So you still want to embrace and thank God for where you're at right now. Okay. So now, this is the exercise for developing strength and gratitude. Number one, you're going to figure out what your strengths are and focus on improving them. A lot of times we focus our attention on our what's weak about us, our weaknesses. And then we give too much attention to those weaknesses, which makes them expand and expand and become bigger and bigger. You want to focus on your strength. What are your strengths? And then you want to focus on them and, like I said, improve them and make them bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay? Now, when I first started on this financial income, increasing your finances path, when I first started on this path, persistence and determination was not a quality that I held. I had a little bit of determination because if I wanted something, I had a determination, but not a lot. As I grew and focused on that little bit that I had, it began to grow. And I noticed that if I wanted something, I would just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until I do it, which was that determination. And then I developed, persistence. So by focusing on the little bit of determination that I had, expanded it to the point where I really have it now. It's very large in me. If it's something I really want, I'm determined to get it. I don't care if it causes me pain, heartache, or whatever. I'm going to be focused like a laser beam on getting it. So don't think if you focus on your strengths a little bit, they're not going to expand, because they are going to expand in you. The next thing that you should do for gratitude is you can either, once a month, you either call or send out handwritten notes, thank you notes to people for thanking them whatever you want to thank them for. Like, for instance, you could thank somebody like, I thank you for coming into my life. When you came into my life, I learned what love was, or I learned how to really love. Or when you came into my life, I really learned what strength was, or I learned what determination was. Whatever that person has taught you by coming into your life, you want to thank them. And you could thank them by verbally calling them or sending a note. Now, you're going to do this once a month, but you're going to do, like, if you can either do it to the same person, but it would have to be for different things. Like, if you sent one to your sister, let's say, about you love her for, teaching you how to love. I'm just using this as an example. Well, then the next month you couldn't send her the same thing for teaching you how to love. Maybe your sister taught you how to discipline yourself or something, and then you would thank her for the discipline. So each month it has to be something. It doesn't have to be a different person, but it has to be something different that you've learned from that person. And okay, and let me say this too. If the person is deceased, like if you want to thank your mother for something, or your father, and they're deceased. So let me tell you how to do that. You could do that as well. So once a month, let's say if you want to thank your mother for something, or if it's a one-time shot or whatever, you would write the letter like she was living and give her, thank her for whatever it is you want to thank her for. And then when you get through writing her and thanking her, go somewhere in a very safe place and then burn the letter. If you're near water, that's even great. Burn and put it in the water. But if you're not in water, just go somewhere safe. You can go on your front porch and put it in a big pan and just watch it burn. So you would do that for someone who you're thinking who has passed on and is no longer with us. If the person is with us, then you would just send them the note or call them. And by doing this note is going to get you in the practice of strengthening it's going to help you develop your strengths as well as your gratitude. And when your gratitude is open, you begin to open up more to receiving. Now, that's one part of this exercise, because this is the second part of this exercise. The second part is that you're going to write a note or just say a prayer, however you want to say it, or just sit down in a chair and talk to God, however you want to do it. But you're going to thank God for whatever it is you're thankful for in your life. So, for example, if you are looking to increase your finances, then you want to thank God for putting you in the situation of scarcity. So that is helping you strengthen yourself. It helps you strengthen qualities in you that you don't even know that you strengthened. And then thank God that you've learned whatever the lesson is for the reason that he puts you in this scarcity. And then thank him that you're being able to release this scarcity and you're now being able to move on to abundance. Okay? So whatever it is that you feel in your life that you are so thankful that God put you through that learning experience, you're going to write a short note to God thanking God of that. And so when you get through writing the note, you're going to do the same thing. Put it in a bowl. Not a bowl. You're not going to put it in a glass bowl, but put it in something and then take it outside and light it and burn it. I'm saying take it outside because that's the safe place to be. I don't want you to sit up there and burn it at the living room table and then you catch everything on fire. So make sure you do this in a safe environment, okay? So that's two parts. In the first part, you're going to develop focus on your strength to develop and improve that, and write the gratitude letter to people either here or that's gone that have helped you learn whatever lessons you've learned or helped you grow. And then the second part is to write your letter to God and give thanks for the lack of money that you've had in your life so far, because it has made you get strength or made you learn something. And then you're going to say what it is you learned, or the strength or whatever you learned, and then you're going to burn that up and take it outside and burn it up. So that's this exercise on developing strength and gratitude. Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Please press the subscribe button, press the like button, and press the share button. Good night.